Let me talk. Or if you can see if you can isolate them or something, innit? One way or the other.
Alright, fellas.
Hello.
Why have we been called here for you guys?
Don't know, it's a good question. Can we help you?
Well, that's what I want to know.
Alright, guys.
Could you let me know before you start recording me, please?
You're being recorded.
Thank you. How can we help you?
Well, we've been called here to you guys, filming around sensitive areas of the prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Where you've been doing, what you've been doing.
Went in there, filmed around, filmed here, filming now. Could you identify yourself,
What are you
please?
filming? My name's Peter Retired from Surrey Police.
Thanks. What station are you based at?
Staines.
Thank you. And you, sir? Oh, actually, go on.
Right, what are you filming for?
Because what I would like to, I want to.
That's fine, but
Okay.
what are you filming for?
I don't really need to have a reason.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Why
trying to
are
be
you
rude.
being confrontational with
I'm
me?
not. I don't have to answer your questions, though.
I'm asking.
This is where everything kicks off. No slow build-up, no context, just immediate tension. The camera is already rolling, and the atmosphere is uneasy. The officers clearly know they're being filmed, but what stands out instantly is the subtle friction in their tone. One officer questions the situation, almost implying this encounter shouldn't even be happening, and that's the spark. The auditor doesn't hesitate. He pushes forward, asking for identification, flipping the dynamic in seconds. What should have been a routine interaction suddenly feels like a challenge. The officer's uncertainty clashes with the auditor's confidence, and right here, the tone is set. This is not going to be a normal conversation. This is going to be a battle of control.
We've been called
Okay,
here.
well, I don't really feel like you should have attended.
So you think this is a waste of police
I
time,
believe so,
really?
yeah.
Right, okay. What are your plans for the day? Where are you going?
Just gonna film.
Why do you want to film around the prison?
This is just a hobby of mine.
Why is it? What sort of what hobby? Why
I've
is
got
it
a sad
hobby?
life, and I wanted to come and film here.
Right. Okay.
Happy with that?
Well, not particularly.
So how do you
because
proceed?
we've
Do
had-
you
we've been
feel like
called.
any offences have been committed?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But
Okay,
we've been
what
called.
prospective offences could have been committed by us walking
Potentially,
around?
If you're intimidating staff, then
Right.
it could be a Section 5 public order.
Okay, so what using?
Causing distress to
Oh,
staff.
okay. Well, by virtue of filming.
Potentially, yes, that
Potentially.
could be considered intimidation. So I need to find out what's been
Okay.
going on.
Right, let's go and
That's
find
my
out.
job.
So in order for a Section 5, I would need to use threatening, abusive language in a public place.
It can be words or behaviour.
Words
if
or
your
behaviour.
behaviour is intimidating and distressing the staff here, it could be considered a Section 5.
So you're trying to tell me that filming in a is that a private area in there or a public area?
Filming is one thing, but if you're being intimidating whilst doing it, like
Okay.
you're trying to antagonise me,
So I'm committing a Section 5 at the
not
moment.
right now,
I could
not with
potentially.
me.
So if I
But
swore
I'm
at
not
you, would that be a
distressed
Section
by you.
5?
If you swore at me,
Yeah.
yes it would. We're in a
No, it
public
wouldn't
place.
actually.
You
No,
would.
police.
Now the conversation takes a sharp turn into legal territory, and this is where things start getting uncomfortable for the officer. The officer introduces the idea of a Section 5 public order offense, but there's hesitation, no clear accusation, just a vague suggestion. And the auditor immediately locks onto it. What offense? That question lands hard. From here, the officer attempts to justify it, mentioning intimidation, behavior, perception, but the argument feels stretched. The auditor keeps pressing, calmly dismantling the logic, forcing the officer to explain something he doesn't fully seem confident about. And now the dynamic shifts. This is no longer just an interaction. It's becoming a test of knowledge, and the pressure is starting to build.
Cannot be subject to Section 5
police
public
can be
order.
subject
No,
to
there's actually a
Section
case
5.
law precedent,
No.
Harvey versus DPP. No, there is in 2011.
All right, okay. I can
You
tell
can't feel
now,
harassed, alarmed,
I
and
can tell you
distressed.
now, if you swear at me and I'm distressed by it, it was a Section 5 public order.
You have a higher threshold than a member of the public to feel harassed, alarmed, and distressed. But
If
your
I
job,
decide
your
not
job,
to,
your
that's-
job,
if
your
I
job
decide not
constitutes
to,
that.
That's fine, but if
So you're telling me if
feel
I swear now,
distressed,
I'll be nicked for Section 5.
You could be.
So if I told you F off, I'll be nicked.
You could be, yes.
I couldn't
And
be.
lawfully you could be arrested, yes you could.
I don't believe so. I don't feel like police
you
can.
can- you
No,
can
if there were
disagree with
other
me.
members of
You
the
can
public in the
disagree with
material
You can disagree
basis,
with me, but that's the law. Okay?
I'm not going to test you. I was just curious to hear your reasoning. But
You-
police can't be victims of Section 5.
What are your plans for the day, lads?
To teach you, to educate you on Section 5.
To go home? Are you local? Where's home?
Home is home.
Home is where the heart is.
Home is home.
Do you have to have those cameras in
Hey,
your
lads,
face?
listen,
Really?
Yes. Do you have to have your camera on my face?
I haven't got camera.
This is where the tension spikes, because now, it's not just debate, it's contradiction. The auditor brings out case law, specifically challenging the idea that police can be victims under Section 5 in this context. That changes everything. The officer tries to push back, insisting that distress could still apply. But the confidence is no longer one-sided. The auditor is calm, precise, and direct, while the officer begins to sound defensive. This isn't just disagreement anymore, it's exposure. You can feel the shift. The officer is no longer leading the interaction, he's reacting to it. And in moments like this, the real question becomes, who actually understands the law here?
Well, he's recording. I've got my body worn
And
on.
he told you were recording.
Excellent.
Please, you guys record us.
You're welcome to turn around, get in the car, disperse.
I'm also welcome to stand here.
You're absolutely, but you're talking about
Until
cameras
I
and
find out why we've been called here.
talking about
because there's a reason we've been
cameras and
called here,
faces,
isn't
but you're consensually looking at the camera.
No, yeah, I'd just like to speak to the customer, please.
So do we need to wait here? Are we detained for the time being?
there? You're not detained. You're happy to, if you wish to go home, I'd be happy for you to
But
go
you want
home.
to investigate the possible Section 5 by virtue of filming. Okay. So you believe that filming can constitute a Section 5. So whilst you
Twisting my
investigate
words
that.
there, sir.
Well, no, you said if you've
It could be if you are
'cause you said behaviour.
intimidating behaviour. If you're sticking a camera in someone's face, that could be considered
I don't think so.
intimidating.
You think that would
Could
stand
be.
up in court?
Could do, yeah. Depends how distressed that
So
person
what
is.
would the CPS say?
I don't know. It's case by case, as you know.
Do I?
Well, clearly you do. You keep quoting the law to me. and
Well, I
quoting
don't know.
certain
I just said
cases to me.
what possible offences could be in play,
Okay,
and you
all
said a
right.
Section
I'm not gonna
5.
get into that
Oh,
conversation.
so you're talking
All right.
nonsense.
I'm not.
I want you to retract what you said.
I'm not retracting anything I've said because it's the truth. So I'm not.
What's the truth? The fact that I could be nicked for a Section 5 for
Yes,
filming?
you could
Okay.
potentially.
Hey, let's speak to the
I'm not
customer.
saying you will.
I'd love to see you do it.
Okay, I'm sure you.
I don't
would.
think you got the balls to do it.
I'm sure you would.
I don't think you got the minerals to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's find out if you committed any offences or not, shall we?
No, we will find out. Don't worry.
How have you got here, guys? Are you on foot or in car?
Yeah,
Cycle.
we're just with them now.
Cycled. Alright. Where have you put your bikes?
Don't be nosy.
I can be nosy. I'm asking questions.
No, it's none of your business.
Well, it possibly is my business, depending on what's going on here.
Okay.
Because I don't get called to nothing, sir.
Well, I'm telling you, you
There's
have
a lot
been.
of false claims and false police calls that get
Maybe.
made every day.
Maybe.
Section 5 by virtue of filming.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I ain't heard that one before. That's very
It's
interesting.
not the filming, sir, as I discussed before. It's if whether you've intimidated
All right.
somebody or not.
Well, I haven't made assurances that I haven't.
If you haven't, then there won't be a problem. You can be on your way home if that's what you wish to do. You got any ID on you guys?
Why would I need to show ID?
Because I'm asking you.
No. Why would I need to
You
show my
haven't
ID?
got
Have I?
any ID?
Now the situation reaches its boiling point. The officer suggests that an arrest could happen, and that's the moment everything escalates. Instead of backing down, the auditor leans in. I'd love to see you do it. That line changes the entire energy. What follows is a tense exchange filled with challenges, probing questions, and subtle digs at authority. The officer tries to regain control, asking about movements, bikes, intentions, but it starts to feel like deflection rather than direction. Then comes the ID request. The auditor refuses, calmly but firmly, forcing the officer into an even tighter corner. And then the label drops. This is definitely a tyrant. At this point, the power struggle is fully exposed. The officer is trying to assert authority, but the auditor isn't playing along. This is the peak, raw, uncomfortable, and unpredictable.
Have I committed an offence?
Okey-dokey.
This is definitely a tyrant. I'll pick it back up one sec.
I've got the wire in the car, but I don't have a full charger.
If you can get the phone, let's get the other phone.
Yeah?
And the wire, yeah, I'll keep them here. Let's just see what happens. Yeah?
Yeah, but do you have the charger?
I've got the portable charger, I don't have the wire.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
might as well
I've
grab
got
the
the
other phone. Yeah, grab the other phone as well. Yeah. Alright, so this phone is running a bit low on battery. I've left the wire in Richard's car, so he's just gonna go back and go get it. He's gonna go get my other phone as well. And we're gonna see how this develops.
Brilliant.
Have you got a direct number I can call you back on the one you call back into the network switchboard? Freezing.
It's the people that you're looking for in the reception. We can go there together if you like, and we can investigate it.
No, sir, there's no need for that.
Why not?
I'm speaking to my sergeant, not to them.
Is that your sergeant there?
No.
Okay. Well, the alleged victims of the Section 5 that you mentioned
Yes, I know.
are in there.
I know.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
So you don't wish to investigate this alleged offence,
I am investigating this alleged offence.
but the victims are in there.
I know, we have phone numbers.
Okay. Don't wish to go in there? I mean, we can go in there. I can give my account. They can give their account, and then we can see if there are any Section 5s or not.
Oh, yes. Just to make sure.
Furthermore, they said that that was a private place, so
Right.
Taking it as in the map, so I can't
Tapping the glass.
yeah, but they have.
It was Where's your friend gone?
he's left me.
He's left.
He said he's got bet. He said he's got bet.
Mates.
He said he's got yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing with his time. He's got bet.
Mates.
He said he's got yeah, literally. He said he's got better things to be doing with his time. So
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your plans then?
stay here, film a bit longer, try not to commit any Section 5s, and then go home.
Okay. All right.
Keeping it legal, man. Yeah.
All right. Okie dokie.
All right. Thanks for your time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't let us get caught back, mate.
Yeah. Don't make empty threats of Section 5s again. Learn the legislation, and you can. And I can swear at you, by the way. Yeah, I can. Check out DPP versus Harvey 2011 as a case law precedent. Yeah. Dismissed. Yeah. Again, I'm not just gonna start swearing at them to prove that I can do it, because they don't know the law. It's pointless, but there is a case law precedent. Like if I ever got nicked for a Section 5 for swearing at police in a, in an ulterior sort of or an alternative kind of setting, and they tried to charge me, then that would be my defence. But I'm not just going to go up to police and start swearing at them to see what I can get away with. That beggars common sense. So yeah. And there's Richard, he's come back, but anyway, guys, please like. What kind of fucking video was that? Please like, comment. I'll stick my middle finger up at them.
And just like that, the tension begins to unravel. The auditor offers a logical resolution, suggesting they speak directly to the supposed victims. It's a reasonable step, a simple one, but the officer declines. That decision speaks volumes. Instead of pushing forward, the officer disengages, admitting, indirectly, that there are better things to be doing. The earlier confidence, the threats, the suggestions of offenses, they quietly fade away. But the auditor doesn't let it end there. He delivers one final reminder, a pointed critique about understanding the law, before stepping back and explaining the situation to his audience. This final section shifts from confrontation to reflection. No arrest, no escalation, no resolution from the officer. Just a quiet withdrawal and a very loud message. The encounter didn't end because it was resolved. It ended because it couldn't be sustained.